Hi sweeties, welcome back to my channel and to this video where we are going to test out some new, I am not organized, some new Ofra things. Woo! I have this one, the new, what was this one called? Glitch palette. It looks like this. I still have the plastic on, and I also have the two new signature palettes by Ofra, the neutral and the purple, and I have the 4 glosses that came with these collections. These are 2 different collections, and both of them were sent to me by Ofra Cosmetics here in the Nordics. So I will link where you can find them if you're living in Europe down below, and I will also link where you can find them if you're living in US. I don't have a code with Ofra Cosmetics, but I do know a bunch of people do have, so don't forget to use a code when you're shopping from Ofra Cosmetics, unless you're shopping from the Ulta website, of course, because then a code is not applicable. I do have a code with the, I think, where you can buy it in Europe. Pretty sure I do have a code, so you can get like 10% off if you're living in Europe and want to shop with Ofra. I will leave that down below as well. I'm a bit unsure now, but if I find the code, I will leave it down below. If I take them out of the sleeves, both of the palettes look like this in the front. It's the new white packaging with the logo, and then on the back you get the name of the shadows, and some ingredients. And inside this palette, it is a lovely 5-pan palette with a mirror if you want to use the mirror for your eyeshadow. It is 1, 2, 3 mattes, like more pinky peachy neutrals, and then this metallic, and then this is actually a highlighter. I thought that this was an eyeshadow because they do have eyeshadows in this formula, well, in this kind of a print, and I will show you that in the other palette. But this one is actually Pillow Talk. So this one you can use both on the eyes or in the inner corners, and you can use it of course on your face because it is a highlighter. This is a really pretty palette, but it's not the one we're going to be using today because I want to use the other one that's called Galaxy. This neutral one was called Sweet Dreams. I have heard both Lauren May Beauty and Samantha March really loving this palette, and Lauren also said she really loved this one, so super excited to be trying them. This one has 2 mattes here, 1 shimmer and 1 that seems like a satin, and I'm going to be using that in my crease as well because I love using satins in my crease. And then this is also highlighted. This is Neptune. I don't own this highlighter, so I'm super excited to be using that. And then we'll use some of the other Glitch palette. I'll use that on my lower lash line. I think I'm gonna start with lips though because my lips are a bit dry and I feel like I want to have something on. So I don't know which lip gloss came with which collection. I'm not really sure, but this one is Myth, Love, Supernova, and BRB. I think I'm gonna use this one, the lavender shimmery one. This one is called Love. I think this is the one that I'm gonna use. I have never used the Ofra lip glosses. It's got a bit of a big doe foot. Smells a bit sweet. Let me line my lips with some lip liner and I'll put this on, and then we can do the eyeshadows because I want to do purple on top and then some kind of a pastel-y rainbow on the bottom. I had something like that on in my new makeup releases a while ago and I didn't film it, but I thought maybe we can not recreate but do something similar just so you can see how I thought when I did it. Okay, I used the MAC Liptensity Lip Pencil in Enoki. Unfortunately, this series is discontinued by MAC. Hopefully, they will come out with another lip liner that's as good as those are. So let's put this on, and as you can see, the lip liner is very cool tone because I wanted this lip to be cool tone. That is very sparkly. It truly is an icy lavender gloss. I do feel like it's bringing out a lot of the yellowness in my teeth though. It does taste a bit like makeup. Don't really like when lip products do that. It is a beautiful gloss. It looks really glossy. It looks really glass-like and like juicy. It is a bit like, it is bringing my lips a bit yellow-like though. And even though I don't have whitened teeth and my teeth are more like a natural color, I guess. This isn't really helping that, but I'll keep it on for now. Maybe I'll change it later because this isn't exactly the kind of lip color I prefer, but we'll see in a bit. We'll see in a bit. I'm gonna try some of these shades. I think I'll start with this lightest one and we'll just see what we get. Just put a bit in my crease, I guess. Oh, that's nice. I feel like that is really pretty and a great transition color. And I have really blended it out now, and I feel like it blended out really nice. I really tried to sheer it out here at the edges so that it will be easier to go in with the darker purple over. I'm using the same brush, and this is probably a bit too big to really get this to be super opaque, but I thought I'd start with this just to build a bit. That is pretty as well. I really like the tone of this purple. This is like a really nice royal purple without being too reddish or pinkish. I feel like those were really easy to get on the eyes and to get to look pretty on the eyes. I'm using some of the lighter purple again just to, again, sheer out the edges a bit. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush if I can find one. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the Sigma, I'm holding this one because I'm cleaning them in between. Detail Diffused Crease E33. It's one of their detailed brushes. So I'm gonna use this darkest color because I've been using these two so far. And I'm gonna use this one now, just the darkest one that has a bit of a satin finish to it. But I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna see if I can just layer this on top of the other ones. This one has a bit of fallout. The other shadows haven't had that, but that's probably because it has more of a shimmery formula, and it's not really layering that amazingly on top of these mattes. Some satins do. This one doesn't really. So I'm just gonna get rid of some of that fallout. And maybe I'll just leave the crease like this. Not everything has to be super dark, but I mean, I would have preferred if we could layer that purple on top, not gonna lie. I kind of want to see what this first shade looks like. Yeah, this is a purple duochrome. Love that for me. So I'm just gonna put that, I think, all over the lid. And I'm just gonna layer it a bit over the purple mattes as well, so the duochrome can really stand out. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Neptune, which is the highlighter, and I'm just gonna put that in the absolute middle here. To get it to be a bit more lighter just in the middle. Like I said, I'm gonna use some of the other shades from the Glitch palette on the lower lash line. Maybe, can you? Okay, there you go. Put the plastic off. I think I'm gonna start with the dark purple just to really get these two mend together, and I'm gonna go like dark purple, maybe dark blue, turquoise, and then like white. How about that? So I think I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do some liner and mascara first. Making up words as we go. Okay, mascara and liner is done. Oh, I used a different liner. I used the purple liner. I used the Inglot AMC eyeliner gel in 74. Let me open it. It's like a aubergine purple, and I thought that that would really go with this this kind of a look. I also did the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in Fresh on my waterline, and now we're gonna go into this Glitch palette. I'm gonna start with this one. There's already a cat hair. This purple here, that is called Forever. And then we are gonna use Dial Up, this one here. And then I think we're gonna go in with this one that's called Mood Ring. Is this correct? Yeah, I think so. And we'll just end with this one in the middle that's called Rhinestones. It is like a white. So we're gonna meet in the white, yes. Meet in the inner corner with a white. Wow. Maybe I needed more coffee. And I think I'm gonna use a small detail brush. This is the pencil brush by Refer. This is 03. It's a bit pointy and it's also not clean, but almost clean. I'm liking this lip gloss more and more now that I have the purpley tones on the eyes. I feel like it's really going together now. So I am gonna spray it a bit though to not get too much fallout. So I'm gonna start with the purple and we're just gonna work our way in. Picks up really good on the brush though, not gonna lie. So since I'm fitting 3 colors under here, plus I am fitting the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna make sure to not go too far in because I need to fit like one color here and then one color here and then one in the inner corner. Do you see how pigmented this is though? And it's almost the same color as the eyeliner. Maybe I could just blend a bit here so it like fades in. That's actually prettier than expected. It's an unexpected happy surprise. I love how those look when they go into each other. Wow, that is such a pretty blue though. It's like a denim. Ooh, I love that blue. That is such a good like color of a blue, because it's like a, like I said, it's like a denim. Do you see that? Like a steel gray denim. No, I'm putting it on my pants. But that's stunning. I love that. Putting a gradient on your lower lash line is such an easy way to do like a fun look. I feel like all three of these shadows are more like shimmers or satin. They're like really metallic, but they all look really great on the lower lash line. And then like an ombre like this, going from a dark purple to a denim blue to a turquoise. Such an easy way to spruce up a look. And to be honest, you could just have a liner on your upper lash line, or just pat like I did in the new makeup releases video. Just have it like a pastel color all over your lid and into your crease. You don't have to do much more because the lower lash line is doing all the talking. Okay, now for that final white in my inner corner. Oh, this one is really shimmery though. So I'm patting this on and I'm just dragging it in over the other colors that I have, so it really wraps around the inner corner and that it really meets and connects the upper and lower part. So let me do this. I'm gonna put some mascara on my lower lash line. I'm also gonna put some lashes on and I'll be back, and that's gonna be the finished thing, I think. Okay, so everything is on. I am wearing the House of Lashes Midnight Luxe. These are the ones that are on my eyes, and I almost broke something, but here we are. This is the finished look. I really like this. Let me come in a bit closer so you can see how this is looking. I think that this looks really pretty. I don't know about you. I didn't really have any problems working with any of these items, to be honest. I think they're all pretty good quality. The lip gloss goes really well together with this look, so maybe I wouldn't have had such a, I don't want to say negative, but questionable first reaction if I'd put it on after I did the eye look. The only shadow that I'm not 100% convinced about is this like satin purple here. That one isn't that pigmented, and I personally, even a matte black, to be honest, would have been more preferable according to me, because then I could deepen this up a bit. So these four, really nice. This one, not my favorite. I did actually check in the little intermission to see if this was actually a magnetic one, so I could poke it out and replace it, but it wasn't. So I kind of wish that it was, because then you could replace it and put something else instead if you wanted to. That's always nice with mini things, like especially when they're like a regular pan size, because as you can see, these eyeshadows are like a regular eyeshadow pan size. If you could just interchange them in between, because if you look at the other one, and if they come out with more 5 pans like this, which I kind of wish that they would because I like them, it's the same here. Maybe you wanted to have 2 of this and 3 of this and put them in one. So I kind of wish that these were magnetic so that you could change them, because I think that that is a really nifty thing, especially if they're coming out with little 5 pans like this. I did really like the shadows that I tried from this one as well. I thought they performed really nice on the lower lash line. Some of them seem to be more of a, like, not satin, but like shimmer, like deep yummy shimmer, and some of them are more high impact shiny. You can see when you look at them that I'm guessing that this and this are going to be more like the absolute true metallic that I have in my inner corners, and then this and this are going to be more like the shimmer formula that I have on. But you can see that those are really pigmented. So all in all, I like the look. I mean, there were some that was really good and some that were just okay, but overall I think that this was a really nice, both of these collections, because these are 2 different collections. I thought both of them were really nice. Why is my hair so big? How did this happen? Anyways, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see more videos from me, I do upload at least 4 videos a week. I'd love to see you subscribed, and I will see you in my next video.